10 News begins with breaking news.
And we start this hour with breaking news out of Montclair, where a one-year-old girl who's been missing since yesterday has been found. Kalina Estrinos is tracking the developments in the 10 News Live Center. So glad to hear she is safe, Kalina.
Yeah, Virginia, Melissa, I was just going to say that same thing. We have breaking news, but it's actually good breaking news today. This one-year-old Lexi Segura was found this morning and she is safe. Her father is in custody. Now, according to our affiliate in Los Angeles, our ABC affiliate, she was found in the Montclair area. Her father, Daniel Segura, who you see on the screen, his car was found abandoned out in the Pomona area. But again, good news. This Amber Alert was issued for her Monday afternoon. Today, again, she was found safe. I'm going to continue to follow this developing story for you and bring you any new additional details. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Kalina. Happening now, the man accused of killing a Lyft driver on the 94 is facing a judge to find out whether he will stand trial. The 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala was inside of the courtroom as witnesses took the stand. Mimi.
That's right. One witness says she was out with a couple of her friends for a girls' night. They started drinking at clubs downtown, then called a Lyft driver to get them home safely. That's when she says one of her friends started getting sick inside of the car, so that Lyft driver, Henry Reyes, pulled over to help them on the 94.
They were both sitting on the side of the curb. Henry put Sarah back in the car, put her seatbelt on, and while he was walking around, that's when we got hit right away.
Stephen Quintero is accused of hitting Reyes' car, running him over, then killing him back in October. The witness, who asked to remain anonymous, says Reyes put his hazards on and pulled over on the side of the 94 when her friend started getting sick. And that's when he was hit. Another witness says she saw two men leave the scene that night. She says one of them was Quintero. Quintero was arrested, charged with second-degree murder and DUI. Prosecutors say he had no California driver's license at the time because of a previous DUI conviction. He has pleaded not guilty previously. Now, once the judge is done hearing from more than a dozen witnesses, she'll decide if there's enough evidence for this case to go to trial. We will bring you that decision once it's made. We are live downtown. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Mimi, thank you. Solving the city's homeless problem by stopping city funding of temporary homeless shelters in downtown. Yeah, some people gathered outside a meeting to propose a central intake center to say that's not the answer. 10 News reporter Mary McKenzie live downtown. Mary, explain what they want.
So there seems to be consensus that a permanent solution to the city's homeless crisis is needed, but those solutions vary. The theories as to how to solve it are as individual as each of the people who is on this overpass behind me. So people came to the city concourse this morning to say that this central intake center, that this plan doesn't address the problem in a permanent and individual way. One proposed solution to the city's homeless crisis is to build a main facility offering temporary and permanent housing using a lot downtown that belongs to the city. But a woman who represents the East Village Residents Group, she sells corporate real estate downtown, and she sees a city in decline here in San Diego at an alarming pace due to the lack of action to solve the homeless crisis.
It's important that we find solutions for the homeless people, and we're able to enforce the vagrancy laws because it will stunt the future growth of San Diego. If we deter tourists and deter developments, we deter residents, and basically that is what we're doing right now.
So just last week, a new study came out saying that the homeless population here in the city is growing. New highs here in San Diego, counting at least 9,000 homeless people. That's according to the Homeless Task Force. So a lot of the folks who are here say it's not a NIMBY argument. Rather, it is a need to diversify the solution here in the city. We're live downtown. Mary McKenzie, 10 News.
And happening today, more layoffs could be on the way in the San Diego Unified School District, and some parents upset about the district's new stance on Islam. Lots going on here. Let's go ahead and start with the layoffs. About 190 employees could lose their jobs. It includes library technicians, mental health workers, and bus drivers. This is on top of the 1,500 who already received notices. Also expected, a protest planned against a program to combat Islamophobia in San Diego schools. This comes after a number of religious harassment incidents last year. The district will also be talking about construction of the border wall during tonight's meeting. They're considering whether to endorse a bill that would stop the state from awarding public contracts to companies that help build the wall. Some argue construction would impact local students. Now, meanwhile, new details about San Diego's importance to the wall. The Union Tribune says the Department of Homeland Security is calling San Diego a high priority. New documents show wall prototypes will be built around 100 feet from the border and about 2 miles east of the Otay Mesa crossing. Contracts for those prototypes are expected to be awarded by mid-June.
This is a developing story. The deadline is approaching quickly for Congress to pass a spending bill. If they don't do it by midnight Friday, a government shutdown is possible. But President Trump may be making some moves to avoid that. He is backing away from demands that include money for the border wall in that bill. That wall would start in San Diego. Democrats say they will not approve a budget that includes money for the wall. Happening today, the Otay Mesa Water District board member accused of racism could be forced to resign. Hector Gastelum is facing heated criticism and protests for tweeting about Muslims. People have been calling for his resignation since he posted this tweet in February. Today, the city council will talk about his potential resignation from the water board and will also vote on removing him from the redevelopment board.
Happening today, a military veteran will be in court for an intense situation with a deputy at a Vista 7-Eleven. Now, we showed you this video yesterday. Deputies say it started with Casey Klassen pouring soda over his own head, and you see the video right there. When he went outside, they say he kicked, fought, and then even bit a deputy. Deputies tased and then arrested the man. 10 News talked with his ex-wife. She says he served 2 tours in the Middle East and suffers from PTSD. She says his life went into a tailspin after he left the military.
He was walking around naked, screaming, "I am the devil." And that's when they put him on a psych hold.
Deputies say he was on drugs during this confrontation. He will formally hear the charges he's facing today. And new today, tensions mounting between the United States and North Korea. North Korea refusing to back down from launching more nuclear test missiles and standing by its threat to sink the San Diego-based USS Carl Vinson. ABC's Janae Norman is in Washington, where top White House officials are preparing for tomorrow's briefing on North Korea.
Upping the ante in the escalating war of words between the U.S. and North Korea.
A North Korean missile with a nuclear payload capable of striking an American city is no longer a distant hypothetical, but an imminent danger.
Overnight, a U.S. nuclear-powered submarine docked in South Korea on the same day North Korea celebrates the anniversary of the founding of its military. North Korea says it's detained a U.S. citizen, at least the 3rd American now in custody there. President Trump calling the rogue nation a real threat to the world, as North Korean officials vow to continue conducting missile launches, now saying they could sink the USS Carl Vinson with just 1 strike.
North Korea is a big world problem, and it's a problem we have to finally solve.
Wednesday, all 100 U.S. senators will head to the White House for a briefing on North Korea. Yesterday, that was the focus of discussions as the president called on the United Nations Security Council to do more.
The council must be prepared to impose additional and stronger sanctions on North Korean nuclear and ballistic missile programs.
Overnight, following a meeting in Tokyo, the U.S. envoy for North Korea says he and his counterparts from Japan and South Korea agree to coordinate all actions on North Korea.
We agreed among the 3 of us that we will coordinate all actions, diplomatic, military, economic, regarding North Korea.
UN Ambassador Nikki Haley has accused North Korea of playing games and trying to show its force, but she says the Trump administration doesn't want war, so North Korea shouldn't start one. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.